My name is Sharon Johnson. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Born and raised on the west side of Cleveland. So you know that was difficult.
Indeed.
Yes.
What is visual art to you?
Being able to see it. Some of it might stand out at me, or maybe it's dark colors with light colors on top of it, or something else.
What is visual art to you therapeutically? How will it help you as you're getting older? In your senior age, like what does it do for you? What do you think therapeutically?
Calm me down. Different colors will calm me down, while other colors will make me jump up and want to do something, or like pastel colors. To me, they're kind of cooling, or soaking in a tub, or listening to some good music outside. So.
And you know that's about people make their colors, like their kitchens, like a yellow or orange.
Okay, my daddy did that all the time.
Or their bathrooms of vibrant colors and blues, stuff like that, because it affects your psyche, affects your around your aura, yourself. Therapeutically, what do you think it would do for you?
Probably help me live longer. Because I'm doing something besides waiting to die.
That's real. That's real. Constructively. You're doing something that brings beauty. You're using creativity.
And I love colors.
So I expect your project to be super colorful then.
Purple's my favorite.
Purple's of royalty.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
First name is Tommy, my last name is Sanders.
And are you from Cleveland?
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised.
And what is visual art to you?
Visual arts to me is we see things first. And so visual art is when I see things, it's pictures, and then you may see something maybe you don't understand. You try to get an understanding of it if there's nothing up under there. But visual arts also what's in the inside of you. You can do something and then it goes out there, and sometimes people can get what's within you when it's visual art.
As you're getting older, how do you think that visual art would be therapeutic for you?
As I get older, and it can be therapeutic, because a lot of times when people go into their senior years, they feel like they have nothing to do. Sometimes the only thing they're doing is maybe just sitting at home watching TV or something like that. But this is something to keep them active, to keep your mind active. That's the key, to keep your mind active. And this would help even with your movement and your dexterity. It helps.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, what is your name and where are you from?
My name is Anthony Thomas, and I'm from Cleveland, born and raised.
Really?
Yes.
What high school you went to?
I went to Success Tech Academy. It was started by Bill Gates as a project for the Cleveland Municipal School District. I was part of the first class to graduate in 2006.
So, you know, it's funny because that is my old high school. I went to physical science.
Okay.
So,
that's awesome.
why I know about, and then my niece taught there.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was there when you was there.
Yeah, I was there from 2002 to 2006.
No, she might have just still been in school.
Okay.
But she taught there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my old high school. We had, I don't know if they tore down the planetarium.
No, that was still there.
Still there?
Yeah, it was still
So
there.
when I first started, I started there in 6th grade. It was open, and it was never open again.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful, I remember what it's like, you know, I was like, why we can't go in there? But it was so much stuff happening there.
Yeah.
What is visual art to you?
Visual art to me is a peek into everyone's personalities. It's a way for people to express and give emotion in a way that we can interpret however we so feel, but it gives us a peek into the minds of people that we otherwise wouldn't be able to talk to.
So this particular program that we're doing today, how does it help you? Because we're working with, we have basil over there, we have different plants and different textures, different colors, different paints, different tools. So how is this helping for you therapeutically and creativity?
Well, it gives me a different perspective to kind of like plants and how we actually interact with them. Because sometimes you think of them as just vegetables or things that are in your food, but you don't realize the benefits not only by interacting with them, touching and feeling them. Another way to express and just open yourself to how things work together, how things come together. So it gives you a fresh, along with the theme of the vegetables and the materials we're working with, but a fresh approach to something you otherwise would think nothing of. You go past it in the grocery store. And this gives you a chance to explore it, and then you'll think about it in different ways. Something to have just as in the background, some scents or familiar fragrances to calm you. The benefits that we're taught about that we don't normally think about or know are even in there. It's educational and freeing in terms of how we can go back out and see these things and then relate it to what we did today.
That's what's up. Thank you, Andy.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Karen Hall. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised.
Really?
Yes.
What high school you went to?
John F. Kennedy.
All right, Kennedy. I teach at Kennedy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have a theater residency there.
Wow, good.
So what is visual art to you, Ms. Hall?
When I think of visual arts, I think of painting, drawing, charcoals, creativity, displaying my imagination through those forms, through drawing, through painting, those type of things. Photography, that's what I kind of think.
So how is it helping you as you're getting older? Like how do you think it would help you as you're getting older?
That I don't know, because I've never thought of myself as creative. My siblings they were very much into the arts, but that wasn't something I was into. So this experience has been great because it has allowed me to just think about creating something, which normally I go with things that are already created and I may add to them or something like that. But this allows you to really do it from scratch yourself. That you have to really depend on yourself to think things through and to create.
And that's what you did, like you tapped into your creativity.
Yeah.
As humans, as African Americans, we are all creative. We come from the lineage of creativity.
Yeah.
Some of us know how to tap into it, some of us don't. We just tapped into yours.
Okay.
Like today you worked with all different materials, and you have materials like basils and plants and stuff like that.
Right.
And you use different kind of paints and different type of techniques to make it into your own masterpiece.
Yes.
And I saw you over there, you was doing your thing. Thank you, Ms. Hall.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Really enjoyed myself. Really
Awesome.
did.
Awesome.
Really good experience.
Visual arts to me is anything you see that you deem pretty or beautiful. It could be something you see outwardly or something you see inside of somebody. Visual arts is whatever you see, and not just with your eyes, but with your mind's eye as well.
Anything can be visual art. I always tell my students. Like the carpet, like you might look at the way that the color blends. You see the blues and the grays in this carpet or nails or anything. If you understand how art goes. So we're all getting older.
Yes.
How do you think that visual art would play into your life? Well, how do you think it would be for you therapeutically moving forward? You participating in it, you doing more visual art.
Yes, doing more visual art as well as taking the time to just maybe go outside and look at nature. Getting older, I always make sure I have a window I can look out. I'm always going to look out the windows. I'm always, I can't
be in a space with no windows. The space that I work in doesn't have a window, but if I open my door, I can look out a window just because I want to see, outside. And you
So
can
what
have,
calms you? For me, and I'm asking this, for me, when I'm feeling some type of emotion, whether it's stress or anger or anything like that, I can go to the lake. And the dexterity and the visual of the way Lake Erie looks in the evening time versus the summer versus fall when the leaves change colors, and or when it's a high wind day, to see how nature and water play together. That's how I poetically use it. Does that do something to you too?
yes, water is very calming. I grew up going to Boston and Cape Cod and Martha's Vineyard, so water has played a large part of my life. It's a happy place. It's a place of peace and calm, minus the seagulls.
And it's a visual
It's
masterpiece.
just a visual, just looking at what God made.
Yes.
There is a lake in Maria where, you can see beauty. You can just see nature. You see the ducks, you see turtles and fish and those doggone geese that are everywhere. But the ducks have babies there, and you see the babies, and you see the turtles, and sometimes you see baby turtles, and all kinds of wildlife, birds and rabbits and squirrels and all of that. But the water is very calming to me.
Good. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you.